Okay, here we are. Hi, everyone. We are live. I'm Tyra, and I'm on Vancouver Island, BC, Canada, and I have a great host.
And I'm Julia. I'm from the Okanagan, which is southern interior of British Columbia, Canada.
Right on. Thank you guys so much for joining us. A
Yes.
few things about business. On Julia's side, you'll notice the StreamYard logo. If you want to be interacting with us as we're doing the interview, please be sure you click that logo because then you give them permission and we can see your comments as we go along. So I'm super excited. And every time I do an interview, I'm super excited. Like we were just talking a while ago, I'm the inquiring minds want to know, and I love finding stuff out from people. So
Exactly.
we are going to be talking about some very important things that I know tons of people have struggled with: driving traffic, recruiting, and sales. I mean, man, if you have spent any time online, you have struggled with this. So, without further ado, let us bring Red Redfern on the scene. Hi, Red.
Hi, how you doing, guys?
Right.
Good. Good. How is
Great.
it over there in Spain?
Yeah, oh, good. We've got some nice weather now. It's still chilly at night time, but we're hitting 20 degrees centigrade now in the day, so things are hotting up. We've had a lot of rain and a lot of cloud, but right down here in the Costa del Sol, when it starts warming up, it gets warm pretty quick. We're 3 degrees warmer tomorrow, so
Oh,
looking
I'm
good.
jealous. I'm jealous.
This will
We're
be
minus
coming off.
5.
The fleece will be coming off.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
well, thanks for joining us today. I
You're
know it's
welcome.
really late there, so I can only say thank you so much for taking the time.
Not a problem.
So we'll get right on it so we can get you to bed early.
So as
So,
you heard at the beginning, the main thing we wanted to get you on, we had you on a while back, but we had some internet issues. But we wanted to hit some of the main things that drive people nuts if they're working online, let's be honest. And, anybody that has spent any time online has struggled with driving traffic, recruiting, and sales. So this is what we're going to be talking about. So
Okay,
go
not a
ahead.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
not a problem. Go on. Sorry, Julie, you
so
go first.
Yeah, my thing is I'm pretty new and I've been online for quite a bit now and I've struggled in the past. So one of the things was traffic. Driving traffic is a nightmare for me. So what I'd like to know from you, from an expert, is how will OnPassive alleviate that concern for me and for somebody else that hasn't been on impassive for a while or is coming into?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's break it down and look at the basics first, and then we'll go into a little bit of the specifics of traffic. Now, it's not just normal traffic here. Okay, what OnPassive is going to do, they're going to give all of us targeted traffic. Now, I'll go into that just in a little while now from here. As far as new people are concerned here, the number one thing that we all need to realize is that we are paying the company to do traffic for us. Everything to do with OnPassive is 100% automated, hands-free, done for you. So you don't have to do anything at all, okay? We are going to be driving traffic to your business. So whether that is your own standalone business that you have outside of OnPassive, and if it is approved by OnPassive, you can host it on our platform. Or if you are like myself and the rest of the people here, generally we are going to promote OnPassive products and services as resellers, and we will get traffic driven to our domain name and website within OnPassive. So
Wonderful.
that's the number one thing you need to understand, is that you do not have to do anything. So if you've never been able to do anything with traffic whatsoever, if you've paid for Udemy, you've done funnels, you've done Facebook ads and all the rest of the things, and all you get is a load of people going click, 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 click. There's $200 down the Swanee. Thanks very much. And you've not got anybody signed up whatsoever.
Right.
So your question is, what makes or what is going to make OnPassive so different from what you have seen already? So the number one thing is it's all automated. Okay, you don't have to do anything. We are physically paying OnPassive to drive targeted traffic to our links. So what is targeted traffic? I can hear everyone going, what is targeted traffic? Okay, targeted traffic is basically putting a product or service in front of somebody who is actively seeking that product or service.
Right.
Now, this is all done with the artificial intelligence that is woven in to every single product and service of OnPassive. You don't have to know anything about artificial intelligence. You actually see it every day now online without you even knowing you are seeing it online every day. I'll give you an example. If you go shopping online or searching online for whatever product it may be, you go back onto any social media platform, instantly you'll see all down the side adverts for that thing you have been looking for. And sometimes you even have to just think about it and you've got the same adverts going down the side. It's almost uncanny. But that is artificial intelligence. Okay. They know your IP address, they know where you live, they know your age bracket, they know your interests, all from your Google IP address and all the rest of the information. OnPassive has this woven into their products. So anytime anybody searches for one of their products or service, bam, you're going to get an advert for that service or similar service or products put in front of these customers. Now, if you have your own business, exactly the same will happen. They will target people with your business products and services, and they will target these people. So twofold that is different with OnPassive is it's 100% automated. We're paying them to do it. Plus, you're going to get targeted traffic direct to your link that will then bring customers into your business, which you will have commissions from, which will give you the residual income.
Right.
Perfect.
And now I did have to add, now I know it's $97 US to come in, and a lot of people are saying, but what is my bottom line? I just have to ask you, how do you explain that to someone coming in?
Okay, as far as the paying bottom line is concerned, your first stage is to pay to become a founder, okay, which is where we're at right now. We are not launched to the world. We haven't come into soft launch. This is all very, very close. And at the moment, it's 97 US dollars. When we hit soft launch, okay, this will be going up. Don't know what it's going to be, 150 plus there or thereabouts US dollars to become a founder. The day that we launch to the world, that's it. No more founders. You could only then become a customer or a reseller. Now, a reseller, okay, then becomes the same as we are, which is a founder, except for without that founder tag. I'm presuming, I think, when we go forward as a founder, we'll have an icon with our name to say founders. Resellers won't do. But the founders' money is completely separate from everything else. So you've got your $97 to be a founder. Everybody, regardless of the size of their team, whether it's 0 or 100 or 1,000, has to pay their first month subscription. Okay. Now, a lot of people get very scared by the word subscription. Right. But if you are going to have a residual income, which means month on month on month, somebody has to pay month on month on month. And this is why we are paying a subscription for the products and services of OnPassive. But here is the fantastic part. Everybody pays their first month, but the second month, okay, if you have 3 people in your team on your first level, you will not have to pay out of pocket again, because the commissions that is generated from those 3 people will cover your costs from the second month, third month, fourth month, on you go. So if you're in a situation where the company have brought in 3 people in the soft launch time, or you with your own endeavors have brought in 3 or more, or whatever it may be, you know that you pay your first month, which is what you asked, okay? And that cost at the moment is going to be between 100 and 250 US dollars. So the worst case scenario that you're going to get yourself into, okay, in round figures is $350 US.
Right.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah.
Because by the time you get to your second month, if you're a founder right now, okay, the likelihood is that you will have 3 in your team by the time you get to your second month.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you know, and what you said, it's so key, the whole driving traffic thing and targeted, because I know the advertising that I've done on different platforms, you have to figure out and kind of in your mind, if you will, build an avatar. Who are you targeting? And you have to figure that out and hope when you decide those different things that that algorithm is going to get you the right stuff. And
Right.
Correct.
What you've got happening with OnPassive is they're going to specifically do that for the founder. That, to me,
there was something else actually that I forgot to mention, which is going to make such another big difference as well. Is I'm just going to go back a little bit to about 8 months ago that OnPassive decided they wanted to try out their traffic source to see how it all worked. Now, they didn't use AI at this stage, okay? So they decided, let's see how long it takes us to get 1 million opt-ins, okay? So an opt-in is somebody who willingly gives their name and email address into a box. We've all seen them. You put your name and email in.
Right.
So there was no time limit, right? They just went out there. Let's see how long it takes to get 1 million opt-ins. 4 days it took them to get 1 million opt-ins, okay, into this is sending out their traffic sources to get people to opt in. They didn't even use AI. So let's now go forward. They know they can drive traffic. So let's get that one out of the way. So we're all sorted on that. Here's what's going to happen. Once we launch to the world, anytime any potential person who opts in, okay, from that traffic source automatically gets a 7-day free trial to use all of the products and services of the OnPassive platform, okay?
Right.
Now, what do you think the chances are of these people having a look, loving it, and then paying for either the products or services or to become a reseller? There's a high percentage, and that goes all the way through the board. Whether that person has clicked on a link to look at one of the businesses that is hosted on there, any of your domain name links, okay, or the company source as well, they all get the same targeted traffic, and they all get the same opportunity to take the 7-day free trial. So it's a fantastic system that is involved here, because what they're doing is, as my dad used to say, you cannot make any money unless you get someone through the door. What OnPassive is doing is they are getting people through that door, and then they can really go to town on giving them something that they want.
Right. Right.
Well, you know, folks, the ones that are listening, if you're on live or you're watching this later, like, you really need to take this in, what Red is saying, because when you consider the kind of money that you are spending, say, for your domain name and your funnel and your e-capture and, you know, on and on and on. And Red said earlier, you know, we could be looking at $250 or under for a monthly subscription, and you pay that one time. Like, I think I've only been in the online arena for about 4 years, and I know how much money I've spent.
Yeah.
So consider some of the people that have been there 10, 15, 20 years and just battling the trenches, trying to make it. This is just beyond brilliant. It is really.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, it's a massive company, and there's so many different working parts that go into all of these things. And the way it's been designed is that every single product, okay, is a standalone business on its own. Okay, so
Right.
for instance, if you are a specialist in teaching, for instance, then if you can just take that one module of Academy and run with that, and you'd be very, very successful. If you are a marketer, you can take one module and run with that one. You know, if you're a vlogger, a blogger, or anything to do with any of the influencers online on ONet, if you put your video on there, can you imagine, right? If you're a YouTuber that has 1 million followers right now, you put one video onto ONet and say to all of your followers, the only way you can watch that is to go and watch it on ONet. It means they've then got to give their name and email. They then can, that 1 million people who watch that one video are potential customers for that vlogger or blogger or YouTuber or influencer. You know, it just absolutely explodes your mind. We are revolutioning how we are going to use the internet. And the reason I'm saying this is because we all use these services. We're using StreamYard now. We use Zoom. We use
Yes.
Webinar. We use all sorts of things now on free services. Okay. We're going to be using OnPassive on free services. Every single module will have a free part to it as well. So you actually don't have to pay for everything. And people say, I use Zoom, I don't pay for Zoom. Zoom made $186 billion last year. So somebody's paying. And it's exactly the same, okay, with OnPassive and everything else. Once you go over a certain amount of people, you'll have to start paying, okay? And but the difference here is we are going to pay you to use that product and service. Zoom don't pay me to use it. StreamYard don't pay me to use it. Aweber don't pay me to use their web service. Google don't pay me to use their search engine. And the list goes on and on and on. With OnPassive, we will be actually paying you to use the products and services. Mind-blowing.
Okay, guys, you got to take a minute here. Everybody, get off your chair and do a happy dance, because really, you know, it's just really amazing. So if you take it in from there, so now we've got targeted traffic coming at our webpage, but also something I didn't like to do is the recruiting part. Now, OnPassive will do that for us too, won't they?
Again, 100% automated. We are paying them to do this service. So like I said before, right, the traffic is the first thing that is going to get that person to put their name, okay, into a responder so that they've captured their name and email. This is when OnPassive get to work with their autoresponders, with their follow-ups, with the videos, with all of the rest of the marketing tools and services that we are paying them to do. We don't even see any of this, by the way. We sit there, pina colada, beach, in the pool, whatever it may be. They're doing all of this 100% hands-free, automated, because we've paid them to do this for us. So this is what happens. They do the traffic, autoresponders. Someone goes, I like that product. I am going to buy that product. All automated. They recruit that person. They then sign that person up, and then they place that person into your team without you having to do a thing. You will get an email, ping, you have got a new sign up, and you haven't done a thing. All you've done is paid for the service of OnPassive. So it will be going bing, 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 bing all day long, because everyone's going to want to get on.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic, eh?
Oh, it's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And the other thing that, for me, I'm not a salesperson at all, but from what I understand, in OnPassive, I don't have to do sales. So could you elaborate
Nope.
on that a little bit?
Yeah. Listen, the number one thing everybody is so nervous about with anything online, and don't forget, there's been many hundreds of thousands of us that have either been burnt in the past, with either invested with things that haven't gone the way we want, through either the company folding, we've been taken for a ride, we've spent lots of money, all the list is endless. Okay, but the one thing we are all nervous about, okay, is bringing something to the table to our friends and family. And it's not because we don't want to share anything with them, it's because we don't want to lose face. We don't want to lose respect. We don't want to lose all of these emotional sides of things with our friends and family. A, because they might think we're a bunch of idiots and we don't know what we're talking about. But mainly it's because we personally don't want them to get burnt if we got burnt as well.
Right.
The difference is with OnPassive, we don't have to go to our friends and family unless we want to. Obviously, listen, I've got all my friends and families in this, okay, because I believe passionately in what we have here. I've told them all about it. I've explained it all. They've seen and can see what I see now. And I understand there is many people who want to wait. That's fine. You can wait. It doesn't mean you're going to miss the boat per se. The only thing you're going to miss out on is being a founder. But you could still become a reseller. You can still use the products and services and all the rest of it. So you haven't missed out at all. All you've missed out on is being that founder, okay, and the benefits of what the foundership offer, okay.
Okay.
So as far as OnPassive is concerned, the sales part, okay, is again automated, okay. So we've got automated traffic, targeted traffic that they're going to do for us. We've got automated recruiting because it works seamlessly from the converting to the sign up to put them into your team. Mm-hmm. Then we are then going to give them a 7-day free trial so that they can use all of the products and services. Okay. And when they sign up, okay, they sign up for that product or service, you get the commission all automated into your wallet for you to withdraw whenever you want. There is no qualifications to any withdrawal. If you're in profit and it's there, you take it out however you want. By the way, there'll be various ways of withdrawing. So as far as selling a product is concerned, is we are a digital company and we have digital services and products. So we don't have to carry, it's not like some of the stuff you've probably seen where you've got to buy a load and stick it in the garage and you're forever sticking cleaning material down the toilet just to get rid of it because you've got to go and buy some more, or you're smelling nice all day and there and whatever it may be. Okay, we are a digital company selling digital products. So it's all online. The company will put these digital products in front of the people who want these digital products. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that comes from the traffic because we know they're looking for it, to then the recruiting side, and then the conversion, and eventually the sale of that product to give you the commission in your own team. How good is that?
Oh, that's just, it's so good.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go do my happy dance now. Honestly, if you are working online, you need to listen to this whole video because the pain that you're going through could cease. Honest to goodness, this is really something, because that is the biggest struggle. And I watch time and time again people that I have met online and trying validly, very, very hard, trying to do this. And yet it seems the people at the top are doing good. There's about a 1% that they're just rolling in the cash, but it seems the rest of the people, nada.
Oh, don't forget, in the old systems, the only reason the one at the top is rolling in cash is because they can bring people in faster than they quit. and the ones at the bottom can't bring enough in before they quit. And the reason why people quit is because they don't make the money. With
Right.
OnPassive, okay, the entry level is so low, you're only going to be out of pocket one time, okay? Even if you're only making, we'll say, for instance, $50 on your first month, it's still $50 that you've done nothing for, okay, to earn that $50. And the next month, it might be double, triple, or whatever, but it is going up. It's never going to go down, because we are here right at the beginning, right now. We estimate in our first year, we will have 100 million customers.
Oh, wow.
Now, at the moment, the founders are just over 500,000. That is less than 0.5% of the customer base of the company. People say, oh, I'm too late, it's going to get saturated, da-di-da-di-da. Our market cap of our products and services that we are launching is estimated to be 4.2 billion people, right, that are using right now a similar product and service of what OnPassive is going to have. And this is all in one place, under one roof, for one price. So go figure, right? We are such a small percentage as founders of what is going to be possible. And these are people who are now already using these tools, products, and services online.
Exactly.
People say, well, why should I move from Zoom? Why should I move from here? I get it free, all the rest of it. Yes, you might be getting it free, mate, and you might be. But they still made 189 billion last year. So somebody is paying. And I can tell you this now, I know that OnPassive use Zoom at the moment because our Connect is not live. And I know that when it was capped at 10,000 people, it was costing them over $6,000 a month to pay for that. With OnPassive, every single product and service is unlimited. The same as your potential to earn within OnPassive. It is unlimited. That means there will be one price for as many people as you like. Okay. Yes. There will be a business charge. Okay. So a business, for so many people come in, they pay that one thing. That's it. As a personal user, you pay one price. That's it. Fantastic. Unlimited. Everything done for you. 100% automated. Sit back. Chill out. Don't have to go to your friends and family if you don't want to. They'll do it all for you. They won't even know who you are. Brilliant.
Well, isn't that the thing? Like, you consider the different shops you might go to, or if you shop online, there's founders in those companies. You don't know them. They're not keeping track of you and trying to figure it out, but they're certainly getting paid. And that is what you're saying.
Yeah, and don't forget at the end of the day as well, Tyra, that 70% of people who use a service online aren't bothered about making money, right? They just want to use that product and service online because it's cheaper, makes their life easier, and it's easier to use for everyone else. Now, I've got school friends of mine, teachers, and obviously with the pandemic we're in at the moment, the number one thing that they complain about is having the amount of time they have to spend with parents and kids, teaching them how to use Zoom, right, so they can teach their kids. Yeah. Now, there's got to be an easier way to do it. Well, we are the easier way. Every single product and service that we've had has been designed so that it's easier to share, easier to use, at a cheaper price point, okay, and it fits the necessary target bill of what people want. All of the products and services now that you see online, that is the likes of Zoom, which I've mentioned, and StreamYard here, MyWeber, AWeber, a lot of these companies, okay, have been around for a long, long time.
Right.
Their technology is old now. It's a bit like the old days with the phones. Motorola was number one, Nokia was number one, Who's number one now? Okay, completely changed. Same with search engines, same with web browsers. New people come on because their technology is better and cheaper from what it was. We're not saying theirs was bad, but things move on. And it is now time for a new kid on the block who has got AI technology woven into every single product so that everything's done for you. There'll be facial recognition. There will be recognition on Academy when a teacher will know if a student is not paying attention, because something will tell them that that student's not paying attention. This is a type of technology that we are coming into now that they haven't got, which people want and expect to make their life easier to do the job that they are having to do now within this world. Listen, we have been catapulted forward massively because of this pandemic, but I know the number one thing everybody is doing, they have moved online, and that is throughout the world, whether it's your workplace, whether it's your social scene, or whatever it may be. We have been forced online. We are the company to facilitate those products and services for the consumer. We are going to be the one-stop shop for all of them.
That's nice. That sounds so
nice.
good.
You just hear that moment of.
So if anybody out here listening to this now, and you're not a founder or a reseller, if we've already launched, just have a look. Okay, you can have a 7-day free trial if we've launched. If you're a founder sitting on the fence, just have a look, delve in, okay, and get the necessary information you need to give yourself an educated decision. All right, 500,000 people aren't wrong.
Yeah.
I can tell you that now. 500,000 people can see what is going to happen. And you're either going to get on the train and leave with us, or you're going to wait for that next train to come round, and it's not going to be the founders train. It's going to be the customer and reseller train.
Yeah.
We're going to be drinking champagne. You're going to be on the lemonade, mate.
Yeah. And what Red is referring to, if you go to onpassive.com, like, it is packed full. That website packed full of information.
Absolutely.
And a lot. And you can reach out to any of us. We would be more than willing to help you. And
go to these two people here. They'll help you.
Anytime.
Thanks, Red.
You're welcome.
You have anything else, Julia?
I think that I just feel so bad. It's so late there. So I think that's it for now. I'm sure we'll definitely call on you again.
Yeah, no, hey, listen, I'm always available if you want me to go through any other subjects. As you know, I'm Mr. Q&A. I get bombarded on a daily basis with so many questions. But I really hope that this has helped to explain to you people that are watching this what the traffic's going to do, how they're going to recruit, okay, plus the follow-ups, don't forget, from those traffics that they're going to do, and how they come into your team and you earn commissions from them. Don't forget, the majority of the people, as far as the commissions are concerned, are just going to be customers using one product, okay? And they're going to pay time and time again just to use that one product. Resellers are just people who see an opportunity to make money out of it. The same with any other company who are resellers of those products, you know, and that's the way it is. We saw the vision a long time ago. We are founders that will become resellers. That's all it is. But we all need customers.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Red, I want to say thank you very much. We sure appreciate you taking the time.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And I'm going to be doing my woohoo dance
when we get off.
Listen, we all need to be honest, we all need to be doing the woohoo dance, because even with how much I know this much really of what is going to happen. If you start thinking right forward, sorry, I'm not going to take it much longer, but if you start thinking, right, we know what products and services we're going to have right now, right? That's just the start. Okay, so let's go forward then. What will be happening? We're probably going to get into hardware. Okay, so that might be mobile phones, that might be laptops, that might be memory banks and stuff and everything that goes into the hardware of what we are using now. We are definitely going to be going into having our own cloud-based hosting service, which we will then sub out to other people. That is definitely going to happen in the future. So the company will be making revenue from that. There's also the advertising that will be going on every single one of our web pages, that millions of major companies will be paying the company to advertise. And why are they going to be paying the company to advertise? Because we're going to have millions of customers looking at it all day. There's talk about
OnPassive is just starting. It's just starting.
We don't know. We just don't know how big this thing is going to be in the future. We might have internet services in the future, all the rest of it. But where we are starting right now is we are literally just opening that gate, walking down to the beach, and we're just sticking our foot in the water. That's how we are at the moment. We're just putting the foot in the water. You know, we're not even going to make a splash doing that compared to where we will be down the road. Exciting
I got to get myself
times.
Back to Jamaica.
Yeah, I want to go there as well, actually.
It's awesome.
Well, I've got people from the Bahamas in my team, and I thought, do you know something? Hell, why not go, eh?
Exactly. Oh, on that note, I want to thank you so much, Red, that you're just
welcome.
Full of information. I was speechless, which is rare. So thank you so much for your time, and we'll definitely be in touch soon.
Anytime you want, guys, not a problem. I can always pop on again whenever you want.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Red, take care.
Take care for now.
Okay, thanks very much.
Bye.
Okay, get out of your chair, people. Let's do a little dance. You know, go to onpassive.com, look around, reach out to us, because this is serious. This isn't, even I was thinking of all the people, as Red was talking, I was thinking of all the people that I know that have like home businesses, MLMs, that sort of thing. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, the kind of stuff that they are doing to try to find success. And for $97 plus that, say $250 or less for a subscription, one time out of pocket, what could happen to your business?
But even as a customer, they will get that much further ahead if they wanted to go on with the business that they're already in. I mean, it's just limitless at this point. So, but I just, I've struggled in the past online, in other businesses and things like that. But the fact that traffic, that was huge to me. Recruiting, I'm not the best at it. I'll admit it. And sales, oh my goodness. There are people that love sales, and kudos to them. Yeah. But I'm not one of them. So the fact that I can do this, and being from law enforcement at the back where I critique everything, I mean, this is a no-brainer for me. So I ask everybody to do their due diligence and take a look at this. Go back to the person who actually invited you here today, whether it be myself, Tyra, or anybody else. And actually, I just wanted to let you know before I forget, on Friday, March 12th, we have Robert Tantulo here. If you go back to our pages, my pages, AJ Internet Solutions, and Tyra.
You can join me over at tngrowwealthtogether. We both have Facebook pages, business pages. We have YouTube channels by our both same names. And yeah, that's where this is going to be. If you haven't caught it live, go ahead and share it around, because, the things Red shared with us will really help people that are wondering, like what someone said here about revive a struggling retailer. There's
Exactly.
so much that can help. So yeah, folks, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to get to talk to Red. And
Absolutely.
what did you say the date was? Friday, we get to talk with Robert. So that's going to be great.
Yeah. So without further ado, have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye for now.